Hey guys, I just finished watching Hush, and I will tell you from the jump, I don't like home invasion movies. I find them very boring. You're Next was boring to me. The Strangers was boring to me. I can't think of any others that I watched because I find them boring. And this one bored me too. I mean, it's an acquired taste. Some people don't like gory movies. I like gory movies. Some people love home invasion movies. I don't like home invasion movies. I feel like they take too long. Like, this movie could have been a half-an-hour episode of Tales from the Crypt or some type of TV show like that. It didn't really need to be stretched out into a whole movie. There was a few things that were kind of annoying. One of them was whenever she was signing, I didn't see any subtitles. It could just be the copy I was watching, but there were no subtitles, so there were some things that were kind of left out for those of us that don't speak American Sign Language. There was several times where she could have gotten out of the situation she was in or done something to completely end the situation she was in, and she didn't do that. I was going to try to make this a spoiler-free review, but I mean, what purpose would it serve? All these home invasion movies pretty much end the same way. The person usually gets away. I'm trying to think of a home invasion movie where the person didn't get away and they just got killed. I can't think of one right now. I'm so annoyed by this movie. The beginning and how the stalker contacted her. He stole her iPhone and then messaged her on messages. And I don't know whether you can IM yourself from your iPhone to your messenger on your laptop. Like I said, I was bored. I wanted to start playing Angry Birds or what's the other one, Candy Crush, and I don't even play cell phone games. I was so bored. I was nearly falling asleep. Then I started having all these thoughts about why is he circling around the house. If he wants to get in the house, he could just break one of the many glass doors that house had to have like 6 different glass doors. Like, I think it was 2 sets of double doors and then a front door and a back door, all of them glass. If he wanted to get in the house, he could break the glass and get in easily. That's 45 minutes of the movie already done. Ultimately, the message of this movie is get an alarm system that works with a battery backup. I mean, my alarm system, even if the power is cut, it still works. It'll still call the fire department. It'll still call the police. If I wanted to, it'll make a loud sound, or I can make it a silent alarm, just let the police creep up on you. That would have ended the movie right there. Second lesson, get some weapons and learn how to use them. I mean, this woman is running all around her house, and she's got nothing. I mean, I have, what, 3 baseball bats here. I have, my favorite thing right here. This. See, this doesn't make a lot of noise. And if you're good with it, well, let me show you my favorite one. So you can use all different types of like little things like this. That's the play one. My favorite one is this yellow one right here. That right there, that'll take care of business. I like that. Now my sister says I'm a psycho. I'm not. Even if you don't have stuff like that, the simplest thing, he kept on going from window to window to window to window. He wouldn't be circling my windows like that. Number one, like I just showed you, he would have been a shish kebab. And then, even if I didn't have that, easiest thing, what woman doesn't have one of these? Look at that. That and this. That's all you gotta do. This and this in front of a window, and you have a roasted shish kebab. A barbecue shish kebab. I don't know. Anyways, the movie was stupid. I was very bored. I don't know why you would watch it unless you don't like horror movies, because it's not really a horror movie, it's more of a thriller. I'm trying to say something good about it. The practical effects were good when people were getting cut up a little bit. It looked real, like she had some big lacerations in her leg, and it was very realistic. But there was just so many things that were so, I mean, let me get back into this because it's really bothering me. In addition to her not having any weaponry in the house or even making weaponry, you can even go underneath your kitchen sink. There's got to be several things that you can mix together and create something toxic to throw on somebody. But that aside, there's a point where her neighbor comes and the stalker intruder stabs the neighbor. The neighbor's not completely out though. The neighbor grabs the stalker and puts him kind of in a sleeper hole. Does she run out and grab the knife and proceed to take this stalker to Stabby McShankytown? No. Mm-mm. No. She sits in the house and has a full-length conversation with herself about what she's gonna do. What do you mean, what are you gonna do? The guy, you got a guy, he's got the other guy in the chokehold, you have a knife laying next to him. Pick up the knife, stab him to death, end of the movie. That's just me. Almost forgot, there was a second time that this trick had to end this. She was in the bathroom and he was trying to creep up behind her. She stabs him in the leg and he drops his knife. Does she pick up his knife and slit his throat? No, she runs down to the kitchen. There's just so much wrong with this movie. It's insulting to my intelligence as a movie watcher, as a film watcher, as a person who enjoys watching things that are made on film or sometimes digitally. It's an insult. I'm gonna go check out, what's the other one called? The Girl in the Photographs, and I'll be right back to talk to you about that one. Alright, I just finished watching The Girl in the Photographs, and now we are 0 for 2, because this one was boring as well. In addition to it being boring, it felt like it was made for television, and not even high quality Sci-Fi Channel made for television. It was like a chiller original, and if you've seen anything I've written or watched any of my other reviews, you know how low my opinion is of the made for chiller or chiller exclusive movies are. They're just really, really bad. I feel most sad that this was Wes Craven's last project. I would say that the only thing that really was good in the movie was Kal Penn playing this really douchey photographer type guy, and the company was called, what was it called? American Clothing, but obviously it was supposed to be a dupe for American Apparel, and they made his character do a lot of Dov Charney-esque things. If you don't know who Dov Charney is, he was the CEO of American Apparel. He got hit with maybe 8 or 9 sexual harassment suits. He used to walk around the office in his underwear, tell his employees that he was testing the underwear, and just do all manner of douchey type creepy skeezy stuff. And I believe he also took his own photographs for American Apparel. I believe he is no longer the CEO. I think there's a woman, I can't remember her name, but there's a new CEO of American Apparel. Anyways, Kal Penn's character was clearly based off of Dov Charney, even down to the glasses, which at first didn't look like they had lenses in them. I thought, well, do those... Obviously they're fake glasses, because he's an actor, but I thought that they were making the character also wear fake glasses, which, I don't know, it kind of irritates me because I'm a person who wears glasses. I don't get people wanting to wear fake glasses. You want to pretend that you can't see well. But I can't see well, and I have to wear glasses unless I want to put on contacts, and I don't feel like poking myself in the eyeball every morning. Am I forgetting anything else to talk about this movie other than it was boring as hell? I was on IMDb reading message boards. I was answering instant messages during the movie. There was something else. The actor that played the creepy killer, stalker, abductor guy that kept the girl in the basement, he was like a low-budget knockoff Buffalo Bill. He was creepy. I mean, his face was very creepy. That actor was born to play these type of roles. I can't see him having a regular job. Like, can you imagine walking into like a Chase Bank and that's your teller? He's too creepy. Or if you went to the hospital and that was the doctor, you'd be like, oh hell no, that dude is creepy. So he was well cast. I also noticed one of the police officers, I don't know whether he was the police chief, but that was the actor that played Horace Pinker in Shocker. And I know a lot of people probably don't remember that movie, but I used to love that movie. When I was 14 years old, I watched Shocker like at least 8 or 9 times in 1 month. I don't know why I loved it so much. There's nothing else to say about this movie except it was boring. I would say even more boring than Hush. It's really sad. 2 for 2. I don't like when I have 2 back-to-back boring movies. It's like a wasted night. I could have watched something better. I could have watched something more engaging. I could have watched something gory. At least. At least with gory movies, even if they're bad movies, the gore is entertaining enough for you to still watch the movie. These, just nothing. Oh well.